First tonight, Med City leaders making spending plans ahead of next year, but also addressing what's next in terms of pandemic protocols.
KIMT News 3's Anthony Monzon is live at City Hall and joining us with the details tonight. Anthony?
Katie and George, this afternoon, the Rochester City Council and Mayor Norton got a first look at the recommendations being brought forward by staff for Rochester's 2022 year budget, which will for the first time serve as a baseline for 2023's city budget. But amid all the discussion on spending, we also got an update on some of the coronavirus safety measures that could be coming here in the Med City just after the City Council voted down Mayor Norton's expanded indoor mask requirements.
What do you look at as a base budget when 2021 happened?
City Administrator Allison Zelms bringing forward her recommended $500 million spending plan for the Med City next year. The proposed budget aims to balance the city's books following significant pandemic-related cuts and ensure community needs can be met amid ongoing coronavirus challenges.
It's a challenging budget in that we're trying to rebuild and recover just as much as the rest of the community is in our city services. And there was quite a large change made in the current year that we're in, 2021 budget, in order to meet the challenges that you were facing in 2020.
The plan increases city spending by over $22 million compared to this year, but still comes in $94 million under Rochester's 2020 budget. In order to make the math work, the proposal relies on a 6.5% property tax levy increase and 2.5% rate increase for RPU electric and water customers. Some council members looking for less reliance on tax levy increases going forward.
I'd like to see us doing better at keeping the levy increases more moderate.
Following the budget briefing, Mayor Norton revisiting the council's decision last week to rescind her emergency mask mandate.
I'm still struggling with at what point we might want to take action and lay the groundwork for a potential for an emergency order.
Council member Molly Dennis backing the mayor's push for clarity.
I consider this an emergency situation, and I believe prevention is important to save lives. I would recommend or ask my colleagues on the council just to let Mayor Norton know.
Most council members chose not to comment on the issue, but Council President Brooke Carlson says she plans to continue engaging with community members.
I think we can make some good strides in the meantime as we reconsider what any mandate would look like in the future. But right now, I think the partnership approach is really quite powerful as well.
And Mayor Norton says a future emergency declaration doesn't necessarily have to touch on the topic of masking. And we're learning over the last few days, Mayor Norton has directed legal staff for the city to prepare language related to declarations, including a mask mandate possibly, and also a declaration without any mention on masking. Live in Rochester, Anthony Monzon, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Anthony. Budget discussions at City Hall are expected to pick up next week and continue into the fall.
And on the pandemic front, some city leaders are working to create a list of businesses that are requiring masks for community members concerned about exposure to the novel coronavirus.